Greetings everyone, I hope you are all well. We'll be doing Euclidean geometry, grade 12. So I have another similar question, which is Euclidean geometry. So as we go through this question, you firstly read your statement, which your statement says in the diagram, ABCD is a cyclic quadrilateral, BC is produced to E, AC is drawn, angle A1 is equals to half angle B, angle A2 is equals to 46 degrees, and angle C1 is equals to 86 degrees. So now you analyze your diagram. You look at it thoroughly, you check where you can find, how you can find angle A1, how you can find angle C2, and how you can find angle C3, and also how you can find angle D and B. So the first question says, calculate with a reason the value of angle A1. Now how can we find angle A1? So for the first question, we know very well that we are given that angle A2 is equals to 46 degrees and angle C1 is equals to 86 degrees, and we know that ABCD is a cyclic quadrilateral. So we're gonna say angle A1 plus angle A2 is equals to 86 degrees. Why do you say that? You have to support your statement. So the reason behind that, it is because it is the exterior angle of the cyclic quad. It is equal to the opposite interior angle of the cyclic quad. Exterior angle of a cyclic quad. So now, since you are here, you haven't found out what is angle A1. You haven't answered the question yet. We know that we have angle A2, so you can substitute your angle A2 and find angle A1, which like angle A1 plus which angle A2 is 46 degrees, it's equals to 86 degrees. And then you transpose 46 to the right hand side. You're gonna say angle A1 it's equals to 86 degrees minus 46 degrees, and angle A1 becomes 86 minus 46 becomes 40 degrees. Now you have answered your first question. Now you go to the second question. The second question says, hence prove that AD is equals to DC. So now, since that the question requires you to prove, we look at the first question. The first question says that angle A1 is equal to 40 degrees. How did you find that? We calculated it. And we also gave our reason why did we find that A1 is equals to 40 degrees. Now the second question says we should prove that AD is equals to DC, which AD and DC are lengths. So in this case, what we're gonna do, we know that angle A1 is equals to 40 degrees, right? Now let's find angle B. So angle B, we are given there at the statement that angle A1 is equals to half of angle B. So now we can write that formula that was given at the statement. Right, so now we know what is angle A1. Angle A1 is equals to 40 degrees equal to 1 over 2 angle B. So now we can find angle B. So guys, it's important that you always read your statement, because now sometimes the answers come from the statement. So always remember to read your statement. Don't rush into answering the questions. So now you cross multiply. You're gonna say 40 multiplied by 2 is equals to 80 degrees, and you found out that angle B is equals to 80 degrees. But we haven't answered our question yet. They said that we should prove AD is equals to DC. Now that since we have found out that B is equals to 80 degrees, we can also calculate the angle of D. What is the angle of D? We can say angle B plus angle D, it's equal to 180 degrees. Why do we say that? We say that angle B plus angle D is equals to 180 degrees because it's opposite angles of a cyclic quad are equal to 180. So now we know that B is equals to 80 degrees plus D is equals to 180 degrees, and then angle D is equals to 180 minus 80, which is 100 degrees. Now we have found out that angle D is equals to 100 degrees, but you haven't answered our question yet. Our question says that we should prove that AD is equals to DC. So how do we prove that? We're going to tell the marker that we'll be working in triangle ACD. So since we'll be working in triangle ACD, we need to find angle C2 because we already found angle A1, we already found angle D. So we're gonna say angle C2 plus angle D plus angle A1 is equals to 180 degrees. Why do we say it's equal to 180 degrees? Because it is the sum of angles in a triangle, right? So now we have angle D, we've got angle A1. So we can find angle C2, which angle D is 100 plus 40 degrees, which is angle A1, is equals to 180 degrees. So when I say 180 degrees minus 100 minus 40, it's equals to, angle C2 is equals to 40 degrees. But we have found that angle C2 is equals to 40 degrees. We just calculated for it. So now we have to answer the question that AD is equals to DC. So we need to tell the marker that angle C2 is equals to angle A1 is equals to 40 degrees according to our calculations, and conclude that AD is equals to DC. And why do we say that? It's because angles opposite are equal. Meaning that if the angles that are opposite are equal, the sides as well are equal. So we're gonna say opposite angles equal sides. Equal sides. Hence, like the diagram, it's like this, having a cyclic quad here. So now we are proving that this side is equal to this one. How do we prove that? Since we proved that this angle is equal to this one, which is like 40, 40, we can conclude and say that this length is equal to this length because the opposite angles are equal as well, indicating that as well the lengths are as well equal. So the question, it is the total of 6 marks. So how are the marks distributed is that in the first question it's 2 marks. So the mark will go for finding the value of A, the angle of A, and for reasoning. And then for the last question it's 4 marks. So how is it distributed? You're gonna get a mark for reasoning, but you won't get a mark for this because we are proving it. You'll get a mark for getting angle D, and also for getting angle B, and also you get a mark for reasoning here. So you get a total of 6 marks. Thank you guys for your time. Have a wonderful day.